everything is stupid. I don't know how to splice videos. I just put it in 2 parts by accident. You know what? There's the dime stacking I was talking about, okay? Now I gotta figure out how to put this video into 2 parts, which should be simple. But yeah. You know what? I'll just make 6022 recap part 1 and 2. Because I'm not gonna spend the time to try to figure out how to splice stuff. So if you go watch the previous part of the recap, you'll know that I just did dime stacking on that. Which I did before, but I didn't think I did a good enough job of. And I don't know how to edit stuff yet, so I'm not going to try to go back for that. This could have been a great video. Which means I'll be redoing the vertical, overhead, and flat positions. And although I did them earlier, I do not believe I did a very good presentation of them. So, to a degree, 6022 in flat, I'll be re-showing that. Right next to my dime stacking. One thing I didn't show in the previous 6022 original videos was downhill. It says 6022 makes an excellent fast downhill. Until I suck it up and get a GoPro, then I'm going to have to deal with this. That right there is 6022 flat welding. Everything's falling off this teeny tiny desk. But if I'm to go with the assumption that 6022 does excellent downhill, I'm going to get my vise back up here. I don't burn the cork board bits. My vise also disappeared. I don't know what I do with anything around here anymore. Alright, I found it underneath my hat over here. You know, every time I try to plan out something good, it just doesn't want to cooperate. Stupidest thing. This could have been bonus. Actually, it's going to be bonus content regardless. It's not as good as I'd hoped for. Hopefully, though, it gives you a better idea of what goes on below the 6022. I want some 6018s, but I can't seem to find them. And while my phone is aiming down again, see if I can aim it up. Yes, I can. Alrighty then. Downhill it is. interesting. I'll do a little unboxing of 7024 so they get here. Here. There goes my grinder on the floor. I need to find something bigger than, well, this. It just happens to be what I'm working with. So, using a rod as a pointer, here is a 6022 downhill, next another 6022 downhill, and there's a 6022 downhill weave. Really, I don't think that looks bad. It doesn't have any undercut. Filled into the sides pretty nicely. So yeah, I'd say that about wraps up the 6022 bonus content that I failed to cover. Plus the specifics you need to see in part 1, or you don't need to see it, but it'd be helpful to see it. One thing about this channel is I really want to cover the things that other welders don't, the other people don't. The rods people forget about, the unknown, the forgotten, the obsolete, of which for the most part I'm having trouble getting a hold of that kind of rods naturally, because you just don't find them often, or very much at all. I like to fiddle around at auctions or something at some point to see what I can dig up. But I just like to cover those things, bring some new light into the welding community, or at least this tiny little unknown corner of it. A passion of mine with welding. I really enjoy it. I like what I do. And I intend to continue with it. Today I applied at 2 construction companies. One does do welding, a lot of steel work. And the other does steel work and construction too, but less welding. But it's also an opportunity to get my foot in the door and start getting ahead in some things. I'm keeping them in mind, give it a little thought here, see what comes up. And I'll see what I can do next time instead of having everything fall off the desk. I'll try to be a little bit more organized. And perhaps next time the camera won't fail off on me and I'll be able to get this all in one video. But that aside, and without further ado, I'm going to wrap this up now, so yeah.